Hey guys, Tyler here, bringing you a 2 today. We are on Operation Eindhoven. Thanks today, spawning down the bottom is Ted Seaman Silk with the Brits locked into Indian artillery. Teaming up with him is Thomas Smooth with Airborne as US forces. On the top side, we have Doge with Wehrmacht, going for Luftwaffe, and then Ministerium with Wehrmacht as well, going for Italian coastal. So with 3 pyros into a coastal, that's a lot of units really early. Doge meanwhile not going for a second pyro, just going straight to machine gun and then a grenadier. Both of these are arranged teams. Let's tab out here, check the ranks. Sorry about this. Thomas 70, Ted 48, Doge 42, Ministerium is 51. Slight edge towards the axis. Pretty close though. So double Pathfinder into double machine gun for Thomas Smooth. Oh, who's that coming up? A fighting nest on the field. Don't see those too often. You put down tank traps to use as cover. Interesting. I do wonder if they're like not as good as sandbags. I think might be a little bit more durable though. Engineers here waiting for a bit of an ambush. A lot of troops surrounding this corner though. Not much cover. And there is the dingo. The machine gun action here, suppressing the pyros. They're crawling out. I would imagine these two models here not behind cover, but didn't really look like they were the ones being shot at.
We're losing a munitions point to enemy action.
Repairs interrupted. Machine guns coming up. Backs away though. I don't think that was in sight range.
We're losing a They've cut us off. Territory is out of supply.
More tank traps for Ministerium.
Infantry section trained and ready.
And this one probably is in sight range of the pyros. Can't see them in return though. Can go swapping sides.
The enemy have taken our territory.
He's waiting around the corner. Jump into the building? That's a bit of a surprise. Actually getting extremely low here. Has to get out. Overall, these engagements not very good for the Axis here early on. Don't know what Doge was trying to do with that grenadier in the building. That was a real mystery. And they've lost a lot of control down this side of the map because of that Pathfinder doing capping. Does have control of this medium fuel though. Denying that to the allies. And he is walling up over here. Got a early bunker, tank traps for days. Looks like they are trying to dig in here, the Axis, down this side of the map. Mortars over here as well.
We're losing a victory point to enemy action.
Some paratroopers deployed by Thomas. He's gone for infantry support center as well. He's got the captain out.
We have heavy mortar support on the field.
He is still capping over here, being a bit of a nuisance. Now he's making a push into this area. I think there's some base howitzer fire from Ted. Dropped on the bunker. Quite a lot of pressure here. And the paratroopers get in there for a satchel charge. Bunker's dead. Coastal late retreat, that's dead. Oh, he's gone for the artillery wizard. the artillery officer there, but I was a little bit too late. Allies did a really good job shutting that down before it got rolling. Bounced. Oh, still alive. Spoke too soon. Okay. A lot of tank traps. Remember, they did make these faster to build. And he is really walling up with them. He is making a crazy number of tank traps. I believe you can crush these with a bulldozer with the blade down, right? I think you can. Probably the easiest way to get through them. Still quite a long time away from being able to get that happening, though. Looks like Ministerium has gone for Vet 1 on everything. Pioneer's flanking the machine gun, but the Paras doing a decent job defending, but there's the artillery forcing it to dodge. Got a heavy mortar for Ted now. Starting to blast away.
Victory point is in enemy hands.
That riot's got a sense of fucking rights.
Let's grenade off before suppression.
We're losing a victory point to enemy action.
Okay, got the Fallschirmjäger on the field now for Doge.
Our victory point is being overrun.
Heavy mortars is not as good as it used to be, right? Even at this range,
We're losing a victory point.
like a pretty good hit and didn't really do too much. Suppression kicks in on the double sappers. Might have bought enough time, though, for the mortar to survive. Some reinforcements coming up. Oh, he's upgrading that to the Polston. So this could be getting decrewed, though. Grenadiers are hanging around for it. These guys are looking to maybe come in from an angle, but we've got a lot of coastals. Here's the Polston now. Ooh, bit of a close call. Bazooka's going to survive, though. Doesn't look like the Axis are very interested in
The enemy has claimed a sector.
building vehicles. They're just building infantry. Austin does have really good range. His Vet 1 ability is quite good as well. Gonna go for an ambush here. Slow to come off hold fire, though. Too late. Already lost it. Got just the grenade over here, though. And the bunkers are multiplying back here. A little bit further away. Another mid bunker. Command bunker. Really looking to dig in down that side. The Axis are behind on VPs, though, at this stage. And there we go, the Polston combining up with the sections, knocking that out. Going to be able to steal away the machine gun. A little bit slow hitting the retreat button, though, set up by accident. Luckily, the artillery. I think I might have targeted the squad that was retreating rather than the machine gun. Didn't do any damage, really.
Victory point lost. The enemy has control.
Here we go, Polston's chipping away. Mortar's back on the field now. Flares up. They've got a lot of flares between the scouts, the recce sections, the heavy mortar. Should have very good vision on the Allied side. Know exactly what they're pushing into. And you know, the tank traps can be used by the Allies as well for cover. Something like that gives a massive advantage to the Axis. Here come the Flamers. Going to make that heavy cover a liability. Strafe in there. Holston, though, uses some rounds shooting that down instead of shooting at units on the ground. Close call on the sappers. They're getting out of there, though. Do have the bunkers nearby, so these guys are getting their free reinforcements from time to time. And he pops designated artillery overwatch here. Ted a little bit slow getting out. Survives. Bit of a scary one though. Just running down this side though with the machine gun. Quite far back here though. Maybe could have got a little bit more done with it. Okay, we've got an AT bunker back there.
Repeat, sector lost.
We'll pick it up at the moment.
We're losing a victory point to enemy action.
I'll avoid getting Fausted here. Don't have much of a gap between Faust range and Polston's auto fire range. So he's going to let him get the Faust off so he can maybe get the squad wipe. Doesn't quite. Maybe with the Vet 1 activation actually, he might have done the job there. A lot of players just have no idea how strong the Polston's Vet 1 is. It might have been the squad wipe if he activated it during that Fausting action, though maybe the enemy would have retreated. Probably should have retreated instead of Fausting if the Vet 1 came on, but I just don't know. They fight against the Polstons so infrequently. I don't even know what that Vet 1's doing. A lot of people still think it suppresses.
We're losing a victory point. We have territories exposed out there. Lines been cut.
Heavy mortar just chipping away. Looks like Ted is going to go into a bishop as well. He's come down here. Just seeing if he's got the extra shells. The artillery saturation doesn't have that yet. But the Axis are creeping up. Allies trying to get a bit of a flank happening here, but there's a bunker covering. So they're getting shut down, and they are losing control on the other side of the map at the same time. So this attack right now not working out that effectively. Let me get this Polston back in action after its repairs are done now. Sapper's chasing away the mortar. It's going to be a P4 for Doge already. Pretty static battle lines, not much cutting off against the Axis. Smoke blocking the bunker. Paratroopers coming around for the satchel. Some command bunker defensive range, is it? There's the bishop. And look at that. It looks like he's got the bulwark active as well, so didn't actually do that much damage. That one satchel. There's no AT guns or anything pushing up to assist. Let's check these away. Sapper's getting low though, having to get out. They didn't get the cap on the VP. Okay, bazookas get round the side there. Are going to knock out the bunker eventually. A lot of effort though.
Enemy ground forces have claimed a sector.
Drop the designated artillery overwatch. Maybe that's what forced the sappers away. Didn't look like there were that many units in the circle there. There we go, the bishop's pounding away. It's building a second one. Probably needs an AT gun. Coming into the 15-minute mark, you might expect a tank right about now. Does he have grenades? No, just infantry training, no grenades. So this P4 could do some major damage against Ted specifically. Doesn't have any anti-tank. Not Vet 3 yet, so he doesn't have the button on the Polson either. Might be able to slow down the P4 a bit. Fires die on the far side. Okay, there's a button, but from the machine gun.
The beggars are threatening a victory point. We have reserves of infantry available to...
Oh, maybe he's got designate defensive lineup. That's what he has as well.
The enemy has our victory points now.
I think. On this bunk, maybe. Then put that on bunkers now. Oh no. Doesn't have it selected.
Our opponent is in control of all victory points.
Alright, well the map is starting to shrink for the allies. That's got to be a little bit concerning. I imagine Thomas will have a tank coming out here sometime soon. It's covering the artillery. Probably the first tank needs to be focused on dealing with the P4. Only got one. Oh no, he's got two bazooka teams. Got triple cap against the allies here.
Territory lost.
Gotta get a little bit of urgency in their gameplay because they're draining out fast. Coming out this side with a lot of paras. Oshimega waiting around this corner here.
Damn the hides. The enemy is
I
winning.
wonder why they decided to set up there. That seems like a very odd position. Try and knock out the bunker. Flamethrower doing some big damage to it.
Weapon and crew on the field.
Here it goes. How'd that Fallschirmjäger get forced away? Oh no, it's just sneaking around. Bazookas hunting down the P4 as well.
Jerry's not giving up without a fight. We're down to 300 points.
Charge up to the heavy cover line with the Tommies. Bishop's coming in. Not V1 on the Bishop yet. For volunteer infantry, just checking if he's gone for light vehicle training. Could actually be a good spot for light vehicle training. Get vet on the Polston, get vet on the Bishop. Could maybe come in for some point blank blasts with it. In some of these situations, you can just try and force away one squad. At this stage, I wouldn't be too worried about Ministerium's anti-tank options. Just have to avoid running into a bunker. Then you can use the barrage more for just targeting out the back.
A munitions point.
Frag bombs. Pretty well dodged though. He's just tank trapping away.
Ground forces have claimed the
They're just
sector.
spamming these tank traps. And there's the Bishop again, popping up some flares. Dodging forwards past it though. This is where the Polston could be getting involved. Do you think that's been underutilized so far by Ted?
We're losing a victory point.
Ooh, I think that was a mortar shell maybe.
Victory point is in enemy hands.
Maybe it's the base houses actually. Ooh. Here comes the Nebel. After the heavy mortar. Looks like it's probably going to get a D-crew here as well. Yep.
The heavy mortar team has been destroyed. One of
Tank
ours.
traps, tank traps, tank traps. Polston's over here now though. Officers' artillery getting avoided pretty nicely. Bit of carpet bombing. Softens a lot of these bunkers up, but they're not quite dead yet, and they will auto-repair if they're not taken out here sharply. Dropped it again. Okay, they're pushing up with the AT guns this time around, but the officers' artillery's there. Knock out the command bunker. That's something. Maybe they could get the mid bunker as well. Oh! What? He lost his P4 over here to 2 bazooka teams? Okay, how did that happen? Can't you just drive away? Maybe Ted's got the satchel, an anti-tank satchel, managed to get one around the corner or something. Now engine damage. Doesn't really make sense how he could have died. It looks like Thomas has got super bazookas though, actually. Yeah, he does. He's doing some big damage with those bazooka teams.
Commander, enemy forces hold all victory points.
There's the bishop, missing though. Didn't manage to knock out that MG bunker they were hoping to on the allies. Still haven't recruited the heavy mortar as well. Seems like the Colston having a lot of trouble with the elevation here as well. Missing a lot of shots. Seems like the tank traps maybe are actually stopping a lot of these from hitting. There's definitely a spot where Ted should be using the Vet 1 on the Colston again though. Could do a lot more damage against these units behind heavy cover. There we go, double bishops, forcing some retreats. He's building another bunker. Allies are down by over 100 VPs at this stage. They seem to be more focused on the mid VP now. Less interested in just ramming themselves into these bunkers, trying to knock them out. It's a nice rifle made there from the Pathfinders. Some base howitzer fires coming in.
The beggars are threatening a victory point.
T-guns were a little bit far back for this. Maybe they could have been killing this. Sapper's trying to come around the corner, but the bunker's been rebuilt down here, suppressing everything. Got an AT bunker covering this as well. Not much they can do over there. I'm not too familiar with the icons. Is that saturation? No. Oh, no, saturation competes with the heavy mortar, right? Getting my bearing straight. What? It happened again? Alright, Thomas Smooth. Bazooka Team Wizard, apparently. Somehow killing P4s. Is this only the second Nebelwerfer barrage? It's only the second one I remember hearing. Back here. Still haven't recruited this heavy mortar. The flames not quite getting the job done. Comes up for a direct fire hit, and that's a pretty good one. 3 AT guns now for Ted. You gotta be careful though. Artillery officers going for them. Bishop blasting close range. But with 3 AT guns, they'll knock out these bunkers really fast. Just need to have the vision. Again, this is where I think recurring the mortar with a flare on it, providing the vision, would be quite handy. Still does have only one recce section actually at this stage, so he could do with the sight. It's gone for the team weapon training. That's sensible if you've got a machine gun, 3 AT guns, and perhaps a mortar.
Team weapon training completed.
Good for light vehicle training as well. Just to see. 2 nibbles now. It's starting to be rather annoying. So the Allies are gearing up for a big old move down the side, but look, they've got a bunker over here too. Suppressing all of this. The bulldozers over there. There's an AT bunker there though as well. Okay. Here comes the carpet bomb. Actually not that much in that area. Oh, okay, it's a little bit further back than I was expecting. Postal's charging ahead, but they're running into the bulldozer. Arty officer dies to a 1-2 hit there, didn't have much time to react. There's no AT bunker in range of the bulldozer right now. They are marching their way forwards here, the Allies. The triple AT guns coming down this side. Bishop's out the back onto the retreat point.
We're losing a victory point.
Bit of smoke out though. Is that Thomas's smoke? Means that the AT guns can't find an angle. Now they're getting nibbled. They're trying to get out of there. Not trying that hard though. Oh.
One of our anti-tank guns has gone.
Oh, is this? Are the tank traps blocking the AT guns? They can't fit through the gaps, huh? Okay, well that definitely does make things a lot more difficult. Maybe the bulldozer could put down its blade though, crush a bunch of the stuff. Bulldozer's quite low at this stage, but for future attacks. So they're double bishoping it. Good scatter at this range.
All victory points are under enemy control.
Could even be a spot for going for a med truck here for Ted to help recrew and recover these. Do manage to knock out the AT bunker. Allies very low on VPs though. They've got the triple cap. They've lost control on the edge. They're in major trouble. Okay, there's the Vet 1 from the Holston.
We've got 75 points remaining.
Oh, Bishops. Okay, knocks out the AT gun. 65 points left. The bunker's back already.
Cutting it a bit fine here. We're down to only 50 points.
Drag bombs out the back. Knocks out the machine gun. And there's a bunker in the middle now as well. Trying to smoke with this Fallschirmjäger jamming the decapture. Okay, gets a wipe there with the strong grenade.
This is bollocks. We're down to only 25. Bugger.
That's it.
Signal the retreat.
Allies couldn't get it done. Thrown in the towel. Yeah, so the first attack from the Allies was very effective with the British base howitzers. But then the subsequent attacks may be lacking a little bit. I think the Axis did a pretty good job, like the tank traps as we saw. They're pretty good at jamming those AT guns from getting into a good position. But maybe the Allies were a bit too obsessed with trying to like kill off the bunkers coming from like multiple angles and neglected the mid-VP control a bit too much. at the end game, they had the tools there to knock out the bunkers very effectively, as long as they didn't get hit by the frag bombs with the AT guns, like popping, recrewing the heavy mortar, popping the flares up, getting the AT guns to just like blast them from downtown, getting the bulldozer in there with the blade down to crush the tank traps. I think that could have been, something that would have worked, but the execution wasn't quite there. Allies maybe feeling under a lot of pressure. They kept trying these like big flanks on the bunkers, which, worked once. The bazookas got around the side, killed off one of them, but, the bunkers, not that much of an investment. So, you do a big move, try to do all sorts of things, and then you kill something that only costs like 150 manpower or whatever, It's just not always worth it unless you can get the clean kills. But you kind of went away from the flares in the late game as well for the Allies. I know that one of the Ricky sections died, but I forgot to see, I didn't see any Pathfinders popping up flares in the late game. It definitely helps. And yeah. Other than that, though, it was alright. On the Axis side, how were those P4s dying to the bazooka teams? I really have no idea. Should be able to just drive away from them without dying, even when they have the super bazooka upgrade. Maybe getting greedy, trying to get a few shots in before driving away with the P4. It must have been. But there we go. Looks like maybe, Coastal can still get the job done. Definitely the carpet bombs are not as good against them as they used to be, right? Because they kind of space the carpet bombs out a bit more. It means that you can't really get 2 rows of bombs hitting one bunker anymore. So it makes it a lot harder to just knock them out. Kind of need the carpet bomb combined up with the bishop barrage just to like polish them off, as we saw. If they've got all the, the bulwark and the command bunker receive damage bonus on them. All right. Well, anyway, guys, wrap on that. If you like Good Game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.